Well, we've got karaoke over at Firestone tomorrow. So if you guys can possibly do it tonight.
Hello,
Okay.
hello, everybody.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because like I said, I got something for you guys.
Happy Thursday. It's my normal day off, so I am a little discombobulated. Oh, I apologize. Hi, Karen. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Rosie.
Can I say hi?
Yeah.
We're very flexible.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Gisela. It was good to see you.
You tell us.
Hi, Barb. Hey, 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 Christine.
No.
All right. So Kate and Patrick have left to go to Bernina University. So I'm sure they are going to learn a lot. And I guess so am I, because I'm going tomorrow morning at 7.
What's the name of
7 in the morning.
Texas Roadhouse, obviously. And what?
I'm going to sleep on the plane, I think.
Prairie Center.
So Christine was going to go live with you today, and she has a adorable project in store for you guys. So she will do that at a later time. Today I did just a quick project, and I'm actually not going to stitch it out, but I am going to just talk straight on how we have done this. Hi, Sally. I miss you. So I'm going to, yes, like I said, I'm going to talk straight on the project, and I'm going to show you. Yes, Nancy, I did. And I did get your email. I sent them out. Today's Thursday. I sent them out on Tuesday, and I did send them to your email address that I have in the system. I'll forward it to you. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate it. It's actually a little dress. I was in a hurry this morning, and I just threw something on. But it is a nice day. The last couple of days, there's been some winds and rain, and today it is pretty nice. I just hope it stays that way. So I'm sure that, I don't want to say I'm sure, but I think that it's safe to say that at some point during their BU or our BU trip, that they will go live, or we will post about the experience. I did not embroider my dress, Susan. Although I should just tell people, yes, I did. But I'm not a liar. Kim, I wish you were here. All right, so I forgot my kit, so give me just 1 second. Okay, so for today's project, it is from Kreative Kiwi. It is one of the, it is their most recent free design, and it is a pin cushion. I have the camera reversed so that I can see the comments while I'm talking. So it does appear to you backwards, but I assure you that it is in the correct way. Dorothy, it is in Utah. So on the calendar for today, there is the link that will take you to Kreative Kiwi so that you can get your free download of the design. We have kits available. and it is $3.50, and it will make one pin cushion or hanger. I did include some ribbon in there so that you can make it into the hanger option. I have this 6-inch scalloped hanger here just to kind of show that you can make it into something else. It is a little bit small, but if you have like the Kimberbell pole flowers or anything that you can really stretch your creativity and put some stuff along the sides here, and even maybe add some Sewing Notion buttons on there to put around here. So it is super cute. Or yes, you could use it as a coaster, Linda. However, the kit is only going to make one. This is the 6 by 6 size. No, 5 by 5 size. There's a 4 by 4 and a 5 by 5. So this is the larger size. And it's super cute. So we used like a minty type fabric for the main fabric, and you need a 6-inch piece for the front. Hold, please. Okay, a 6-inch square for the top, and then you have 2 pieces on the back that are 6 by 10, and then they are folded in half. Okay, and again, I've added the ribbon into the kits in case you wanted to make it into a hanger. So we are going to just kind of talk about this. So let me get you turned around here. And I'm going to shrink you down. Get it so there's no glare. Okay, so on our design, we're going to really be looking over here. We have our steps. So our first step is to hoop a cutaway stabilizer in the 5 by 7 hoop, and directly on top of the stabilizer you're going to stitch this machine step, and it is going to give you your placement line so that you are going to then cover that placement line with your batting. You're then going to trim away the excess and then place your 6-inch square fabric over that area entirely. Then machine step 2, it is going to attach that front fabric to our batting. And then it is going to do the quilting. So I will say, if you have Floriani color number 219, it is this really light blue kind of, I don't know, it's minty. It is a beautiful option to do the background quilting, and the quilting looks like safety clips to me, safety pins, but not at the same time. So Karen, hi. I am going over the steps on how to make this. So this is a free design from Kreative Kiwi. It is one of their newest designs, and it is, again, free, but it's all done in the hoop. It's all stitching. So we all have watched us do a lot of stitching, but this stitch here, the word stitch, this thread actually is supposed to be the same thread as the word stitch, to be our thread to do the swirly for the heart and then going through the needle here. And I changed it just to kind of give it a different look. So if I zoom in, I used a spool of thread that we had in the store that was open. It's a metallic variegated thread. but just to give it a little bit more character. So we've gotten through the steps to where we are going to attach the front piece of our pin cushion, that 6-inch square of the mint fabric, and we've tacked that down. And then this step, which is kind of hard to see, is going to do the quilting. And that is with that thread color I was talking about that's perfect for this fabric, is PF 219. And then our next step is going to stitch out our measuring tape. So then you can pick whatever color yellow you would like, and it's going to do that stitch. Then we're going to put black thread in the machine, and it's going to stitch the details of the numbers on there, and then as well as our needle right here. Hi, Sherry. And then I used a really pretty purple. It is PF 654. And I did the word measure in that color. And then I switched it to a lighter, like a dusty pink. The number is PF 1902. And then I returned the darker purple onto the machine and I did stitch. However, I'm going to use my plus and minus points here, and I'm going to get through until I get to the end of my H, and I stopped the machine and I changed my thread. So we are at the beginning of this stitch. And as I progress, the crosshairs for where we're stitching is going to move. And I'm doing it by the hundreds right now. So if I do 1,000, you can see it jumped up to the heart. So I'm going to go back. So I was on the second T. If I hit the 1,000 mark, it goes all the way to the heart for my stitching. So I know I've gone too far. And I can just hit my 100 point. And so now those crosshairs are really close to the end of that H. So then I'm going to start doing it by the 10. And then I can see where my machine is doing the satin stitch. And as soon as it starts making a stitch that's not like that satin, which is 90-40. Then I stop the machine, cut my thread, and I put in a decorative thread to do the stitch. So then on this step, it is our final step, and it does our original shape. So before I do that, I have my 2 pieces that are 6 by 10 folded in half, and I have ribbon. So I took my ribbon over to the iron, I pressed it, and then I'm going to hang my ribbon. Let me grab a piece real quick.
In your machine, it's going to be a lot easier.
I want to take a video of you doing that.
Okay. Okay, so if we have this in the hoop, it's going to look just like this, with the exception of our ribbon. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you now. Okay, so we're going to pretend like this is the right side, just so that we don't get confused with the ribbon down here. So I'd have in your kits, you have 2 pieces of ribbon that are 2 inches each. So then you can measure how far in you want that to be, but that original stitch that attached your 6-inch piece to your batting, you're going to use that as a guideline. So you can have your ribbon only hang out a little bit or a lot of it. But you're going to put the raw edges extending outside of that stitched frame and the folded edge in towards the center of your project. And you're going to tape it in place. The most important thing is to make sure that this piece of ribbon and the ribbon that you would place on this side are equal distances from the ends, as well as it is going to be even with your placement so that when you do hang it, if that's what you prefer to do with it, it doesn't hang cattywampus. Then once you have your ribbons placed where you like it, then you are going to tape those in place. So we're pretending there's one here. Tape those in place, and then you're going to take your 2 pieces of this fabric that's 6 by 10. You folded them in half, and you're going to place it so that one of them has the folded edge in towards the center, and then the raw edge towards the top. And then you're going to repeat that for the bottom. So the folded edge is going to be in towards the center of our project, and the raw edge is going to be down towards the bottom of your hoop. And then where your fabric, your last fabric is overlapping, you can tape that to secure it so it doesn't get caught in your foot. Then it's going to do that stitch to secure them together. Then you can remove the project out of the hoop. And then I used a pinking rotary blade to go around, especially on the corners, give it a good press, and then you can use it as a hanger, or you can stuff it full of stuffing. And having these 2 fabrics overlap quite a bit is going to help with that stuffing. So that is today's quick little project for you. And then I will make sure to do a post for sure while we're out at Bernina, and I am looking forward to that. And then you have live tomorrow with Paula. So she is going to go over the Rocky Mountain Sampler tomorrow. So, but I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.